2022 Erzberg Rodeo, and we're off. Take a look for Graham Jarvis. He's not going to make it very much further than this first corner, I believe, and everyone's going to get past him. Jarvis's bike dies, and he's just left stranded.
Oh, maybe button. And then you push, no?
Yeah, it was working.
That doesn't work. Maybe a spark plug, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
So this is the GoPro of Dariush. He's an Iranian rider on the Jarvis team.
You go finish the race. No, you got to win.
Look at Jarvis telling him to go finish and win the race. So I think the backstory is this guy was on the very last line with Jarvis. He saw his bike failed.
It starts work but doesn't turn on, yes?
And they're trying to figure out how to diagnose what's going on. So the GoPro of this guy, he is a racer. So we're looking at why Jarvis got disqualified from this race. And we're going to look at how they kind of diagnosed it, how they're trying to figure it out. The bike is bogging, right? That's what Jarvis said.
I push you.
And now they're going to try to bump start it. So this is just this is what we all go through when our bike dies. We just try to troubleshoot it. It's trying to figure out what's going on. So first thing is bump start it.
Wait, I come with bike. Wait.
You got to put it in second if you're going to bump start. I think he was at first there, but they're getting smart here. Well, the bike's jetting doesn't sound too good on that. So he's using the old push technique. I actually like to push with the pipe on the other side. If you put your foot on the pipe, it's a pretty good way to do it. They're not going very fast, guys, but they gave it a valiant effort. So now they're going to pull it all apart. Kind of weird that they've got the seat bolt underneath the air filter cover. I've never ridden a Husky, so I didn't know that's how it was designed. But yeah, I mean, basically when you're diagnosing a bike, you usually got to take the seat off and the tank off, try to get in there and figure out what's going on. So this really sucks for Jarvis because, man, he's 47 years old, and if he would have won this, he would have been the record holder of it would have been 6 Erzberg Rodeo wins if he would have won this one, and he would have been the record holder of that. Pretty amazing. The last time he won this race was like 3 years ago, 2019, I think. He was 44, and man, very impressive. So we see what's going on here. They killed the battery trying to start it so many times. Keep in mind this goes on for an hour of trying to fix the bike. So you know he's definitely hit it a bunch of times, and you can see I don't think they have a kickstart fitted on this bike. But check that out. Jarvis has a different battery in there, different than what like the stock bike has. These are teammates, by the way. So both Jarvis bikes.
Wow, this is 6. This is another tools.
Oh man, I know exactly that feeling when there's different size bolts on stupid things.
I know.
But check this technique out. Battery sticking upside down, terminal to terminal, and you're able to get some power out of it. This is a great technique to know for all your TPI guys who don't have the kickstarts on their bikes. That will definitely save you.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're trying this other battery. They're trying to figure out if they unplug something different when they pulled the light off. They're going to try it again here.
Ready?
It's just interesting to look and see what Jarvis has on this bike now that he's a privateer. So he gets to choose all these different things, all the different parts and everything. He's got to figure out his own factory bike now.
Off?
Yes.
Wait. Hey.
So they're not having much luck here. So we got to get that tank off here. Man, Jarvis has some big wins under his belt. He's won Romaniac 6 times, Sea to Sky 6 times. Man, pretty awesome. Check that out. He's got radiator guards on his bike. Wasn't sure if the factory guys run those or not. I mean, I definitely run them. Run the bulletproof ones. Looks like he's got Enduro engineering ones on. I think they must be sponsoring his team. It's pretty cool to see different parts from different, you know, like USA companies getting on these, on a pro guy like Jarvis, like massive pro guy actually. You can see his forks there. He actually doesn't have the A kit on there. No cone valves. That's very surprising. If you can see the top of the forks, you might be able to see what kind of inserts he has in them. He might have just gone with the 7500 kit, which is way cheaper than the cone valves. And I hear they're pretty close. They've got the same adjustments, preload adjustment, which is awesome. I think I might try to get that from Dijon Moto soon. But yeah, pulling all this stuff off, still trying to get in there. So I run the brush bungees. It's a little part I sell in the store for just running elastic instead of these two side bolts. And I'll tell you what, it makes it way easier to take the tank off. And the main reason I use this so I don't break my shrouds in the bushes. Oh, look at that. Look at that radiator cap he's got on there. I don't know if it's just a sticker or a special one or what. But
Okay, 8.
so what's going on in here? Looks like they're checking the spark of it.
Spark plug probably.
Yeah, if it was me, I would take the spark plug out, plug it in, and ground the spark plug on something and try to start it and see if I'm getting spark. You can see we got a real factory mechanic here. Keep in mind, guys, this is why Jarvis got disqualified, because they said his mechanic was working on his bike. But what I'm seeing here is a racer helping another racer, which I believe is legal in my opinion. So he's trying to use his factory Leatherman to get this thing off. I know some of you guys have had to do this on the trail because that's just a weird size that most of us don't carry. Got a fan on there. Still got the Recluse sponsor. He's definitely running the manual Recluse, not the automatic one like they're kind of known for. So it looks like they're pulling the spark plug. He's pulled the spark plug off his bike, Dariush's bike, and putting it on Jarvis's bike now. Keep in mind, they didn't pull the tank all the way off. What do you think, guys? Does this disqualification of Jarvis seem fair to you guys? Did you guys see anything else of other people breaking the rules that didn't get enforced, maybe? Gotta get this thing factory torqued. Check out that TSP head. SB Motor Performance sells those. That's what I'm running on my bike. I don't know if he's running the low, medium, or high, but I hear a lot of the pro guys are running like the low one. But man, that would just make the bike feel so dead. But I think those guys kind of soup up their bike. You can see they got the factory pipe on there instead of the gnarly, factory fatty pipe on there instead of the gnarly. And I don't know, it's interesting how they run their bike. They're just trying to get as much traction as possible, but the low head feels a little dead to me. At this point in time, I like the high compression head personally. It's a little bit more fun all around, more zap. So putting the spark plug on, spark plug cap on. No power, completely dead. So he's got to grab his other battery. And unfortunately, we don't have the further video of this, so you can see they got the bike going. And what ended up happening was they're saying the fuel hose wasn't fully clicked. Like it was engaged, but it wasn't fully clicked. So this is how Jarvis has to start his bike until that battery gets charged. You should be able to run it after, I don't know, probably, I feel like after like 10 minutes of riding it, it charges enough to get a start on there. But as far as I'm seeing, I'm not seeing a kickstart on Jarvis's bike. He maybe has the 2023s, which you don't even have the option anymore, even though all the factory guys were running them on the 2022s. They put the kickstart on it. But 23, you're not even going to have the option unless you change the cylinder or the casing somehow. But yeah, that's super unfortunate for Jarvis. Man, now he's what? He's number 500. So they do rows of 50. So yeah, he's very last place at this point. I mean, I guess except for Darius, who helped him. Like, if you were this guy, would you stop to help Legend Jarvis? I mean, that's It's a hell of a story to be able to help Jarvis get his bike going. That's pretty legendary in his own right. Kind of sucks that he had to give up his race to help him, but you know, this is pretty important for Jarvis. He's going for points. He's already podiumed the last 2 races. So if he would have won, if he would have got 10th place like he was supposed to in this race, like he would have got a few points out of it at least. But because he got disqualified, he got 0 points. So they're all thinking maybe he flooded his bike from the water, getting it from those 2 big puddles. But I don't know. What do you guys think the issue? What do you think the issue would be? Like what stages would you go down to get this thing running if it was you? And the Silent Assassin is back. But man, started in 500th place. He's got a lot of people to get up to the top. But he is the legend, so don't doubt him. Thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Big thanks for Darius for sending over this video. It's awesome to see how they troubleshooted it. Let me know down in the comments how you would have done it and what your predictions are for the next race.